The vacuum cleaner should make it easier to maintain cleanliness at home. But there are models that can surprise you. It seems that this time Dreame created a unique practical vacuum cleaner. Meet a transformer vacuum cleaner for versatile cleaning. It seems that this time Dreame really managed to make not a standard cordless washing vacuum cleaner, but something very unusual and practical at the same time. In this video, we will get to know a real transformer vacuum cleaner for super universal cleaning. Watch this video in full because, as always, I'll definitely talk about not just the pros but also the cons of this interesting device closer to the end. Probably all the technology from the Dreame brand comes in solid packaging. Here, the stylish dark box is no exception. I'll warn you right away that this vacuum cleaner has as many as 3 different configurations depending on the user's needs. I'll be talking about everything in order, so a little later in this video you'll see this white box. And in the main box we see the manual floor cleaning solution, the crevice tool, the brush, accessory holder for the vacuum cleaner, a spare air filter with another one already installed in the vacuum cleaner, power supply, a spare roller for the floor, the vacuum cleaner's control handle with buttons for settings and self-cleaning, a stand for additional accessories, a brush for vacuum cleaner maintenance, a removable container with a cyclone system, the main docking station for charging and self-cleaning the vacuum cleaner, to which the same accessory holders are attached. And of course, the vacuum cleaner itself is very carefully wrapped. We attach the handle for holding and controlling to the main part, and after removing all the films and adding water to the container, we can start cleaning. But it's better to plug the dock into the outlet and fully charge the vacuum cleaner. At the station, we can immediately see that the vacuum cleaner has a large display. It can have a lot of useful information on it. This shows the battery level, the operating mode, and even the level of dirtiness, among other things. Also, these main control buttons are repeated on this handle. And it's not just for show. You can disassemble the vacuum cleaner a bit by pressing here. And to the part with the motor, add an additional container with a cyclone system. Attach the nozzle here, and now we have this compact handheld vacuum cleaner. It's a very handy thing to quickly go over the shelves or furniture in your home. Or even take this thing with you in your car and clean for up to 50 minutes on a single charge. Here we see 2 versions of the same vacuum cleaner. There will soon be even more. But for now, let's take a look at what the vacuum cleaner can do in its full-sized format. The Dreame M12 has a main motorized brush with a roller. It automatically moistens in universal cleaning mode and seems to roll across the floor. While the roller spins quite quickly, and with the help of water and detergent, it washes and thoroughly cleans the floor. The vacuum cleaner is quite powerful, with a suction of up to 12 kilopascals according to the manufacturer. This way it doesn't fear very unpleasant liquid stains. And I'm just loving how well it cleans the tiles on the living room floor after dirty shoes. Because the weather is very unpredictable right now, it's very relevant to pay attention to the nozzle. On one side it can clean right up against the wall. This is a very important feature. It makes cleaning much easier, simplifies the process. Another important smart feature of this model is its automatic power. It changes depending on the amount of dirt in smart mode. And the user can see by the color change around the display that there's a lot of dirt if the indicator is red. And if the indicator changes from orange to green, it means the floor is clean. You can move on with the cleaning. I don't know if you noticed during the review, but the vacuum cleaner is incredibly chatty. It constantly gives hints about important things, like the need to empty the dirty water after the self-cleaning is done. Or it hints at the lack of clean water in the tank. And things like putting the vacuum on charge, it also reminds you after cleaning. So, there's a button at the back and you can use it to control this voice feature. If you hold the button, you can choose the language. I have it set to English, but you can also select German or Polish, whichever is more convenient. You can also choose the volume, either higher or lower. There are 2 modes here. And also, when you're a total pro at using it, you can actually turn off the voice prompts. Time for the white box. It has the kit that turns the vacuum into a stick vacuum. Well, okay, not very mysterious because everything is clearly shown on it. This is the accessory kit that turns the vacuum into a handheld stick vacuum. The vacuum comes with a motorized turbo brush for the floor. You can also combine this with an attachment to clean dust from high up, possibly from the ceiling, or get rid of dust from curtains. And you can also combine this with an attachment, and thus remove the dust somewhere high up in the mountain, perhaps under the ceiling or curtains, to rid them of dust. This kit is, of course, sold separately. It seems to me quite unexpected that for owners of this Dreame M12 vacuum cleaner, the company has come up with the possibility of also pumping up an already quite versatile vacuum cleaner. Additionally, as you can see, I'm now using the M12 stand for the hose. Might not be the most stable, but it's a more compact way to store it. There's a small downside, in my opinion, to this accessory kit. It lacks a light on the turbo brush, which has almost become a standard feature for stick vacuums from Dreame. Also, I've noticed that the hose seems to hold a bit loosely here. It kind of wobbles back and forth. There is a small downside, in my opinion, to this set of accessories, which is the lack of a backlight on the bag, as has now almost become the standard for stick vacuum cleaners from Dreame. Another thing I noticed is that the hose seems to hold a bit loosely here. It kind of wobbles back and forth. But in reality, there's nothing to criticize about the Dreame because it works. The connection doesn't get lost and the clip doesn't fall off the hose. In any case, it's a cool, unconventional solution. As always, at the end of the video, I talk about the downsides of these devices that I've reviewed, and anyone who has watched up to this point will definitely be rewarded for their patience. First of all, one thing I often notice about these cordless vacuums is that they take quite a long time to charge. That's about 5 hours. I personally really want manufacturers to somehow speed up this process. Because when cleaning a large home, you have to take a break to recharge. When cleaning, you'll have to take breaks to manage the water tank. A downside is the lack of automatic drying. On the other hand, when cleaning a huge area, you'll definitely have to take breaks to empty the dirty water tank and refill it with clean water. Another point, a small downside, is the lack of automatic drying for the roller after the self-cleaning process. The vacuum is great because it cleans itself after cleaning at the station. You wash the floor, place it on the station, press the button, and the cleaning starts. After that, you'll have to remove the roller and dry it yourself, just to make sure it doesn't start to smell bad. We mop the floor, place it on the station, press the button, and the cleaning starts. Well, after that, you'll have to remove the roller and dry it yourself, just to make sure it doesn't start to smell bad. In general, there are models that can dry their rollers with warm air after self-cleaning, and unfortunately, this one doesn't have that feature. That's probably all. In general, there are models that can dry their rollers with warm air after self-cleaning, and unfortunately, this one doesn't have that feature. Well, that's probably it. Overall, I really like this transformer, a 2-in-1 vacuum. It disassembles and assembles quite easily, works with smart technology, detects the amount of dirt, adjusts the power, and meets the needs for universal cleaning. With an upgrade using an additional kit, it can even completely handle the task of regular deep cleaning. It's flat, a bit unconventional, but I think it's pretty cool.